like that.
All right. Okay, we ready?
Look fuzzy. Why mine look fuzzy and yours don't?
Let me see. No.
Oh, I know. We keep that glow.
We got that glow. Got the glow.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host. Dysfunctional world.
I'm the boy said, aka Mr. Let's Talk.
So let's talk.
What we talking about?
Independent women feeling unsafe.
Independent women feeling unsafe.
Independent women feeling unsafe. Does
No.
that even go together?
I don't know, but
It don't sound like they go together.
why in the world would independent women not feel safe?
Why would they not feel safe?
Yeah, I mean, do they feel threatened or, I mean, like, just wondering. What do they have to be afraid of?
That's a good question.
You know, I'm just thinking because they're saying they feel unsafe. I see a lot of videos on YouTube. You know, this is a whole little subtopic where it's videos upon videos upon videos with women talking about they don't feel safe. I want to know, why don't y'all feel safe? Why don't y'all feel safe? For the ones who say that, I'm saying. For the ones who say that or feel like that. Why? What is it that everybody else is doing, I guess, to intimidate you? Or what is it? I don't know. Like, why? Why do y'all feel like that?
I guess because they realize their counterparts are safe. The white counterpart is safe. The brother's at home to help her. The husband's at home to help her. But since black women have been saying that they're so independent and they don't need a man, men have resorted and took what we bring to make them safe away from them.
So they don't feel safe because they don't have protection.
I think protection's one of them. I think it's a little more than protection, but I think.
Well, and I don't mean, you know, like a firearm or nothing like that, but I just mean in the sense of, like you said, men.
Right. Being men, right. Being around. They have
That's-
removed their presence. Yeah.
Okay. So now they got to fight for themselves? You know, fend for themselves and, you know, that kind of stuff?
They got to fend for themselves. Definitely got to fend for themselves.
That's interesting.
I don't know if they got to fight for themselves, but they got to fend for themselves. They got to provide for themselves. Because it's a lot of women that's messing the game up. Like the ones that are taking the help from black men, as far as protect, provide, they're using the shit out of that. They're milking.
Okay.
Like to an oversaturated point. Then you got the other women, they're independent. They don't need us for anything. Nothing. But then when their car get a flat or their car break down or, you know, they need us then. They need a man to help them then.
Okay. Yep.
So,
But, so why would they say they don't feel safe? Or they don't, you know what I'm saying? Why? Why do they feel like that? Is it because they pushed it away? They pushed their
Yes.
protection away?
yes.
So now the protection isn't willing to help? And, if that's the case, then that's a bad place to be in. That's a bad spot to find yourself in.
It is.
When, like you said, when you looking at
It's
your
just
counterparts.
I guess it's just like a child that says, I don't need you, I don't need you, I don't need you. And then when do they need you? But when they need you, you've been there all the times before. They kept screaming, I don't need you. And when they, you know what? Fuck it.
They don't need you.
And then when they need you, when they fall, They can't pick themselves out of a situation. They scream, I need you now, I need help. But there's no one around to help because you told us that you didn't need us for so long that we retracted what we were given.
Right. Right. So that's women right now?
Yes,
That's
that's black women. Yes, right now.
mm,
'Cause like I said, their counterparts aren't saying that. Mexican women don't say it. White women don't say it. Afghanistans live by it. You know what I'm saying? Like they live by their man.
right.
Dictating. I saw one pumping gas the other day. He was sitting in the driver's seat.
Wow.
He was sitting in the driver's seat and she was pumping gas.
Damn. And here's just the opposite. I know I don't want my wife to pump gas. If
Right.
we together, I'm pumping, But that's crazy. Damn.
So he was sitting in the air, the windows were rolled up, and she was pumping gas.
She out there pumping
Yeah.
gas. See, but they don't mind that. That's how they, was raised and whatever. So yeah, like, it is what it is. So when they see their counterparts, are they wishing they had that back, or are they saying, y'all stupid, y'all don't see it? You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
not. I don't think they're wishing it back, but they feel like it'd be nice to have it. But if it's not there, if it's not available no more, you can't have it.
that's true. I mean, what can you do? What can you do?
You know,
I mean, but this is what they wanted, though.
this is what they wanted.
This is what they wanted.
Everybody think they want what they want until they get it.
That's true. And then you realize, okay,
I don't want that.
I don't. Right, it ain't what I
Because
want.
it's a bunch of women that say, hey, I didn't say I wanted to be independent. Hey, I didn't say I wanted equal rights. Hey, I didn't say I want to go out here and have to work every day 9 to 5 like a man. I didn't say that.
Right, and that's true. Excuse me. The whole feminist thing, movement,
And then,
thought process, mindset, whatever,
mm-hmm.
is creating a lot of this and causing a lot of this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it's creating these type of statements and situations and comments to come out. You know what I'm saying? Like without really understanding or giving it any major thought to the future and what it can do to that future. When you constantly telling people, we don't need y'all, we don't need y'all, we don't need y'all, we don't need y'all. But guess what? People start to understand they don't need us.
Right.
So guess what we gonna do? We not gonna be there, you know what I'm saying? And we talking about for the ones who saying this. That's those the ones that we talking about. We're not saying as a whole, as a group, but we just saying for the ones who may feel like this.
They feel like they don't need this.
Right.
They
You don't
want
need men, you don't want men are trash and blah 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 blah. Okay, cool, As men we have to accept, your opinion and stuff
Right.
like that. Okay, cool, no problem. But when it comes down to it, that's just what it is. And that goes across the board. So you may feel unprotected. Yeah, you should. Because men hear what you say. We hear you loud and clear.
Yeah.
Loud and clear. So if you feel unprotected, it's because of what you said. Men are literally giving you what you want. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Now, let me say this though. I'm not the type of person where if I see a woman getting beat in the street, I'm just gonna walk by.
I'm not helping them all.
I've helped before and I'll probably help again.
I've helped before.
But that's
It didn't turn out well for me.
Oh, I remember you told me that situation. That was
Yeah, it didn't turn out well for
and
me.
I can understand it. You know what I'm saying? I can understand it. Now, I understand because like when I helped y'all, I couldn't just walk by and see her to continue to get hit the way she was getting hit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That was the reason why I stopped.
And
right.
I wasn't trying to fight Buddy, and you know what I'm saying? I was just trying to get him to stop. And it was some other people too, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We intervened. Was I the first one to intervene? Yes, I was, but other people intervened because they seen one other person go. It's that mob effect.
Right.
So, but yeah, I was just trying to get him off of her and get him to stop hitting her like the way he was. And
Right.
he did, you know what I'm saying? And that was just the thing. And I'll probably do it again. I probably would. But now, and I hate to say this, but and I don't know what happened in that situation. I don't know who started what, but I'm just saying, we've seen videos where women attack men. Attack, not in defense. Attack, where the man has the right to defend himself. Then what?
Still gotta break it up because it's not a fair fight.
It never will be, but I'm saying with all things being equal now, since this is what they want. You see what I'm saying? Like, you see how quick that
was good.
turned? Because it's like,
yeah.
this is what y'all want, which is
This
why
what
they
y'all
feel
want,
so
right.
emboldened to attack men now. One, let me say this, I can understand a lot of men are frail body now. They're not hitting weights, they're not working out, they're not nothing. They just feel like because they got a gun that they the man. And in reality, the average woman is bigger in size than the average man. You see what I'm saying? So that's
Really
I mean, he probably could still, but I'm just saying now it's more. You see what I'm saying?
it's way different.
Right. And in some cases, almost 50-50, the women are outweighing men by 15 to 20 pounds.
True.
So she put that weight on you, and it's not as easy anymore. I'm talking about for them smaller, frail body dudes who ain't working out and all that, who ain't gonna pull out their strap on a girl. You know what I'm saying? So now she going toe to toe with you.
Tory Lane.
I still don't think he did it.
He probably did.
I don't think he did it. I don't think he did. It's too much stuff coming out. You know what I'm saying otherwise. What's up, Auntie? Who attacked who? Nobody attacked nobody. No, we giving hypotheticals. You know what I'm saying? Auntie talking about who attacked who? But yeah, we just talking about why women make videos talking about they don't feel protected anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like why they don't feel protected. And that's the question we ask. Why don't they feel protected? What did they do to not feel protected? What did they give up? You know what I'm saying? To not feel protected anymore. Right. Oh yeah. Oh, I agree. I agree with you.
Totally opposite.
Yeah. I mean, when you like I said just a couple seconds ago, when you constantly tell people, we don't need you, we don't need you, we don't need you, we don't need you, we don't want you, we don't want you, you trash.
Take our ball, we leave.
Right. Like
we don't want to play no more.
Right. So people are men are getting it. Men are getting it. Understand it. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. But you saying you don't want me, you saying I'm trash, you saying I'm this, I'm that. Okay, cool. No problem. But don't think I'll be walking around holding an umbrella for you when it's raining.
Or laying my coat down before you step over a mud puddle.
Yeah. Like, that's not happening no more. Like, y'all telling us y'all don't want us. Okay, cool. You can't pick and choose when you want somebody.
Right.
Especially the way y'all do it.
Yeah.
When you telling people they trash,
yeah,
you trash. It's one thing to tell somebody, you know what?
We're not compatible.
Right, we're not compatible. We're not equally yoked. You know some of the terms y'all use. Okay, that's cool. That's called letting somebody down gently. But the way y'all do it, men are trash. I bet.
So would you say that justifies when a man shoots a woman?
No, nothing to ever justify that to me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like a man should never shoot a woman. Ever. Shoot the club up. And y'all know what that means, but
literally, but not figuratively.
Right. Y'all know what that term means. But I don't think a man should ever raise a firearm. You know what I'm saying? Unless she got one and she aiming it first. You know what I'm saying?
And drop it.
Right, like self-defense, of course. But I don't think that. No, I don't ever see a reason why.
I mean, because someone was telling me about men and their bruised egos right now, and so they were like, they didn't understand where it comes from because most men get rejected throughout their life at some point.
We get rejected throughout our whole life. I mean, a man's success rate is 3 out of 10.
So when a boy
Mm-hmm.
meets a woman and he wants her attention, or a girl,
Mm-hmm.
and she doesn't give it to him, he brandishes the firearm.
Oh, okay. I know. Okay, I see that. Yeah. To me, those are just the weakest of the weakest dudes, right there. Absolutely, I've seen those videos. Yeah, dude get rejected, he pull out a gun. Yeah.
You gonna give me your number?
Yeah, those are the weakest of the weakest.
No, psycho,
Simp type dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like you pull your gun on a girl because she didn't give you her IG or her phone number, whatever y'all do now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, are you serious, bro? Like that's really gonna make her be like, oh, here you go. And if she do give it to you, you block the second she walk away or the second you walk away.
True.
If she don't call the police.
True.
If she don't call the police, she calling her brother now.
Oh yeah, they about to come.
So something is gonna happen behind this.
Yeah.
And it ain't gonna be you getting no booty.
Nah.
You know what I'm talking about? So like, why would you pull your gun on a girl who's not interested in you? That's the dumbest thing ever. Oh, now I do want to speak on this because this kind of relates to this. I seen a video today where the girl said men nowadays are sus or something like that with our emotions because we spend all our free time with other men. Playing the video game, playing basketball, talking sports, watching sports, whatever, drinking, whatever, right? Now, I find that to be the dumbest statement ever made. Let me tell you why. Because I don't think nobody should ever say that people spend more time than women. Women spend every waking hour with each other if they could. And if they
Come
can't
on.
do it in person, they do it on the phone
Come on.
or through text.
Yeah.
And you talking about every free time that we get? What about the free time y'all get? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You really can't say that like that makes no sense. You understand that people who do stocks all hang out together. People who watch sports all hang out. You understand? Like minds hang out. Just like she may like to do hair or weave
She hang out with her
she hang out with other people who do that.
Right.
So that'd be like the dumbest thing ever. And then she was like, well, when if a woman asks a man to show some emotion or something like that, he don't do it, but he's quick to do it around his friends. Well, the same way a man asks y'all to be honest and y'all lie, but y'all be honest with y'all friends and tell y'all friends everything, okay,
Girl,
it's the
I really
same
don't like
thing.
him. Girl, I just want to take his money.
Right. So what are you talking about? I say the same thing to that. Like, men are sus because we don't, what? That, come on now. Come on now. Yeah. Like I said, congratulations. You played yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't make no sense because men go out and hoop. Okay. All right. We go play ball with our homies. Then we go back home. We can go play ball and then go play the game and then go bowling and then go do something back to back. Not grown men.
Nah, not grown men.
No.
Kids do that.
Kids, teenagers, not grown
They hang out
men.
with their homeboys because that's where they have the most fun.
Right.
Most
Right,
times at that age, the only thing they want a woman for anyway is just to experience sex. At that age.
That's it. That is it.
They're not trying to make love or they're not trying to fall in love or play house. See, I had that play house syndrome. I used to like hanging out with the women more than I like hanging out with the homies.
Mm-hmm.
But when I hang out with the homies, I get in like real trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing like real stuff. I wasn't doing like let's go play ball type stuff.
Right.
Let's go discuss an issue.
Yeah, I was into some real.
We was collecting things that people ain't supposed to be collecting around here.
Right.
So, yes, I opted out to play with the females all the time. With that, yes, I don't need that stress.
I mean, no man.
Just like I couldn't stop looking around when I went to the concert the other day. Yesterday, matter of fact, went to the concert yesterday and saw Big Boy.
Yeah, that big boy. Yep, under the bridge.
Couldn't stop looking around to save my life.
It's just in me. It's in me. You know, it's just one of them things, bro. It's one of them things. But that comment, bro, just didn't make any sense to me. I'm not sure where that came from. Like, why she would even pick somebody to make that kind of video. Like, that makes no sense. Like, that right there, it really didn't make any sense. For real.
I don't want you as the new what?
I don't want you is the new I desire you the most in some cases today. That is true. That is true. But what the new thing today is buy me this. That's the new thing for them.
Fendi,
Like off
Prada,
the rip. Yeah, it's like what you gonna spend on me?
Birkin.
Off the rip. Like a lot of these women got standards for the first date, the very first date. If he ain't spending $200, $300, $400.
You know what? Speaking
like,
of that, there's a show
Mm-hmm.
on Prime. It's called The One That Got Away.
Okay.
There's 6 people. They're dating people from their past,
Mm-hmm.
trying to see if they're the one to move forward with.
Okay.
This is one black girl. Her name is Alyssa. She's 25. She a model. She thought a little hissy fit because the first dude to come out for her, she don't like.
Okay.
She went as far as to say because she kept going to the port. It's a portal. And they come in, they go in and out through a portal.
Mm-hmm.
And so she had like one dude gone, and she wanted to hurry up and go to the portal. She's so immature. She said she ain't never been in love before, but the way she act is immature. She was on a date with the dude, the first dude.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady came in there and she said, "I'm sorry to bother you. Can I speak to you for a second?" Took her outside and said, "Hey, there's a new guy at the portal. Would you like to see?"
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Now she jumped up and down. Yes. Then she go back in there. Well, I don't want to be rude, but there's a new person at the portal, and I gotta go see him right now.
Why they on the date?
What mid-date? Didn't even finish the date. Didn't get to do the hug. Didn't talk to him. Just skedaddle off from him. When he got the portal, boom, met another dude. Went back to her room, after, cause it's 6 different people,
Mhm.
and they all got their own people. They come into their life. When he got one of the other contestants, persons, and brought them back to her room, and they just happened to they happened to knock on her door because they were going to tell them about the date they were just on
Mhm.
with whoever they were on a date with. But her brain was just so negative. You have to watch it.
I'm gonna have to check that out, man. That's crazy. I mean, but how you leave somebody on the date, mid-date, to go meet somebody else? Yeah, I got to see that show. I ain't never even heard of that. I might.
When he got away.
The one that got, okay. And they dating people from their past.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In some form or fashion.
All right. Have y'all seen that? Y'all let us know. Y'all definitely let us know.
Yes, if y'all seen that, please hit the like button in the comments or make a comment about it or whatnot.
The one that got away. Check it out. And while y'all doing that, make sure you get you some of these gummy worms and gummy bears though, because they make them.
Gummies. Good. Best gummies in the world.
Y'all be sure to get some of these. Share, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I'm telling you, for real. All right, but
Back to it.
back to it. Oh man, wow, we left off at just that quick.
While women feel unsafe, we deviated a moment.
We did. But it was actually kind of in conjunction with that, so it kind of worked a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What up, bro? What's happening with you? My brother, my other brother.
All right. What's up, bro?
Yeah, man. Told you it's the gang of us, bro. Literally,
I
gang.
saw the picture.
Yeah. My other bro, what's happening? He chilling, man. He truck driver. Be doing his thing. But yeah, why do women feel unsafe? Why? For the ones who say that. Shout out to what video we was watching when she was talking about this? Charlotte Kimia. Shout out to Charlotte Kimia. Y'all check her out too. Her content is dope for real on YouTube. If y'all ain't seen it, check out. But yeah, why do women feel unsafe? Why? For the ones who say that, for the ones who feel like that, why do you feel like that? And what do you personally think you can do to help fix your situation?
Well, like the video I sent you yesterday, the girl was like, women, please tune in. Men have left us because we said we don't need them. Not me. She said not me per se, but y'all as a whole.
As a whole, she was speaking for the group.
That y'all don't need men no more. She said, I need them. You know, so I need me a man to be there to support me, help me out, pick me up when I fall down. Just be a man in my life.
Right. Well, sometimes I guess the only one that's gonna be able to get through to them is them.
Maybe.
You know, let's hope. I mean, as of right now, it ain't been working, but hopefully, you know, if they just keep going and keep going and keep going, you know. Okay, so remember we were talking about the disconnect between the ages for the women. I watched the video today to where it was a young black girl. I'm assuming she in her early 20s, early to mid 20s. I'm guessing probably 22, 23.
Okay.
She was saying that most of the hate that she get online, is from women, black women, 40 and up. Remember we were talking about that gap. It was a gap somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In there. Here it is. We have women, you know what I'm saying, talking about it now. I clicked her videos, which show you other related stuff. And there's other people who made videos just like that, saying, and these are younger, you know what I'm saying, age black women, talking about older black women, saying, why do y'all hate on us? You know what I'm saying? Why are y'all saying, they said the younger black women are saying that they feel like the older black women are trying to give them this same mindset, this same black men ain't ish mindset. You know what I'm saying? Don't trust black men. Don't do this. You know what I'm saying? Running down black men.
Yeah.
And they want them to have this same mindset, and when they don't, then they turn on them.
Yeah.
We talked about that it was a disconnect somewhere.
Yeah.
And now, like I said, I have this material and I have this information, more information that we can go off of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
to
they
kind
definitely do that. They definitely turn on one another when
if they don't go
when
with
equal ideas aren't met.
That's true too.
What you say?
Now my brother was like, because their definition of safety is confused. They feel like if you don't buy them everything they want, then
that's not safety.
Right, you ain't providing them safety. They not safe. They don't feel secure with you. For the ones who saying this, that's what we talking about, y'all.
Oh, speaking of that,
Okay.
so 25-year-old,
Mm-hmm.
her name Melissa.
Mm-hmm.
She a model. She say one of the guys is doing everything that she wants
Mm-hmm.
a man to do. Buying her flowers, giving her gifts, writing poetry. But that's not the guy she wants. She wants to be treated like a princess, like a queen. But here goes this guy doing it, but she like, nah, I think he's moving too fast.
So it's a guy that's doing it already, but you're saying he moving too fast, but you're saying you want a guy who do it.
Somebody once told me that
I'm gonna be confused.
people want what they want. They just want it from a specific person.
Now that might be more of the thing, right?
Yeah.
That, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, she don't want it from who she's getting it from.
Right.
She want it from who she want it from.
Right.
Yeah. But let me, and I'm gonna make this one real short. Ladies, please stop trying to look for this freaking super rare, abnormal dude that don't exist. This unicorn man, like
He exists.
one of them comedians said it.
He
He was
just don't
like,
exist in everybody's life though.
but women want a dude who is fine, not
Don't know why.
handsome, but
Don't know why.
fine,
Yeah.
muscular,
Mm-hmm.
got money,
Well,
funny,
yeah,
great conversationalist,
pretty much.
king dingaling. You know what I'm talking about?
That's not the same.
Work all the time, but also got time for you. What the fuck? Where is this dude at?
Oh,
There is no man that possesses all those skills and qualities.
No,
It's impossible.
it is.
But when you hear the list that they keep putting out, I want a man that do this, and I ain't settling. I'm not settling, or I'm not
She
coming
said
down off
something
my
like that.
standards.
She said
How? Those are impossible standards. Like, literally, nobody can meet those standards.
You gotta check that
Literally,
show out, 'cause what he talking about is how that person acts.
check it out, y'all. Check the show out. I'm
The
telling you.
one that got away.
And then, like the lady said, with all these standards that y'all have, do you have that yourself?
True.
Do you possess the same standards
That y'all
yourself
looking
that
for,
you are
yeah.
looking for in
Yeah.
the man? Are you in shape?
Nope.
Can you cook?
Nope.
Do you make a gazillion dollars?
Nope.
You know what I'm talking about? Are you fine?
Mm.
Like you want this man to be?
Maybe.
First of all,
Maybe.
most men ain't fine. Like what are y'all thinking? Like it's one thing to be a pretty boy. We all know it's pretty
It is.
boys.
It is.
Okay,
It
cool.
is.
That's one thing. But fine?
Yeah. Yeah.
What? Come on now. Even the dudes who stay fresh, swag, dripped out, whatever you call it, they wouldn't call themselves fine.
Nah.
Like, come on, women, y'all supposed to be the pretty ones in the relationship.
It helps.
Y'all should be the fine one.
It helps.
But y'all want a nigga that's fine, muscular, waves, dripped out. Well, y'all finna get you a builder nigga? Like, for real? Y'all finding him at? Like, stop playing.
Build a dude.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I mean, just think about it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why they feel insecure. Because men ain't, the type of men that they want in their head ain't walking around.
True.
You see what I'm saying?
True.
And they ain't gonna be walking around nowhere. Nowhere. Even the dude who got all the money is gonna be lacking something. He got all the money, he probably ain't got no muscles because he spent all his time at work getting the bread.
He might got muscles.
I mean, maybe, but I'm just saying, not the kind they want.
He probably ain't got no time.
It's-
He probably ain't swinging that ball.
Right. It's one of the, well, we definitely know he ain't got the time. If he got all the bread, he ain't gonna have the time. We already know that. You know
He
what I'm
gotta
saying?
keep making bread.
He gotta keep making that bread, right? And if he do work out, right, he ain't gonna have the muscle like they got, like who they like The Rock. He ain't gonna have muscle like The Rock.
Idris Elba.
Yeah, or Idris Elba, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're gonna be lacking somewhere, but that's with everybody in the world. But let them tell it, I want what I want.
True.
So,
They won't.
and then you don't get it, so now you're feeling insecure.
Well, yeah.
I mean, not insecure, but excuse me, unprotected and unsafe.
Unsafe.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I meant. Not insecure, but unprotected and unsafe. Because you don't feel like the type of man that can provide you security is around.
Well, it's not really a lot of those dudes that are. Right?
It's not. Remember when they broke it down by the formula? They literally broke it down, and it came down to like a little over 800,000 of those particular type men, which was less than 1% of the male population in this. And we talking about in this country. So a little over 800,000. You know what I'm saying? Divide that amongst all the states and do all that, and it came down to like 700 and something men, maybe. You know what I'm saying? For the most populous states, and then it dwindled down to the smaller states.
Right.
Like they say, the math ain't mathing.
Nah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, come on now, y'all. Like, man. But maybe, like I said, maybe that's why they feel unsafe. Maybe that's why unsecure.
But if a sheep told a shepherd that it didn't need it,
Hmm.
the shepherd wouldn't try to lead him. The shepherd wouldn't even have a sheepdog out there to protect him. The shepherd would just leave the sheep like cows, free to do what they want to do.
And the problem would be, one, the sheep wouldn't make it. It'll get eaten up really quickly. Why do I say this? Because the sheep is going against nature.
What's happening, Delta?
What's happening, Delta? What's going on, bro? That is the sheep's nature. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, that's the problem right now when you go against nature.
True.
Natural, just natural. And we ain't talking about nothing man-made. We ain't talking about society. We just talking about nature. Just period. It just is what it is.
Man, you had corona, huh?
Oh, man.
Hope you doing. You better?
Sorry to hear that, bro. Hope you feeling better. Definitely hope you feeling better. You know I gotta, absolutely, bro. For real, man. We'll chop it up, man. Hit me up later on whenever you can. Definitely keep listening, though. Keep tuning in, man, and leave a comment whenever you can.
Appreciate it.
Like I said, he driving right now. That's what he said. He said, you know I got a lot to say about this. I know he got a lot to say about this. A lot. So when you get the opportunity, bro, you know what I'm saying?
Go
Drop
on
a
the YouTube
comment.
channel and drop some comments.
Absolutely. Go to YouTube. Thoughts from your boy. Thoughts from your boy podcast on YouTube.
Thoughts from YABOI podcast.
Podcast with a K. Podcast with a K.
Podcast with a K.
All right, so yeah, but maybe that's why a lot of them may feel unsafe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And listen, like we said earlier, and this is just for me. If I see a young lady being attacked in the street, I'm helping. Young lady, old person, middle age, I'm helping.
You say he don't like characteristics of a sheep.
Well, it could be anything, right? Okay. It could be a sheep dog, like we were just saying, the sheep herding dog that we just talking about. Take that sheep herding dog out and try to make him a hunting dog. And watch how hard it be.
Yeah.
It's against his nature.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He's a sheep herding or any herding, you know what I'm saying, type
Right,
dog.
right.
This is what he was bred to do. So if you now take him and try to make him a hunting dog, it may work, but it's going to take way longer.
Yeah, it's going to take a moment.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what we talking about. So when women say they feel they don't want men, they don't need men, they going against nature.
Yeah,
And the same thing when men say that about women. You going against nature.
Men don't really say that.
Right, but I'm saying if a man did, you're going against nature.
We all have come to the same senses that we all love women one way or the other. Whether it's the one that we with or the ones that we want to desire to be with. We love women. So
That's true. That's true. I mean, you're right about that. When you go against nature, y'all, I mean, it's just certain things that happen.
it is certain things.
You know what I'm saying? And certain things that you have to deal with.
Yeah.
And like I said, this is not society we talking about. We ain't talking about society. We're talking about nature.
Yeah.
Okay, prime example. You know, there's a point in the ocean where salt water and freshwater meet.
Yeah.
And they don't mix.
Nah.
It's against nature. I know y'all like, what? Think about it, y'all. In the ocean, the big ass use that in salt water and the fresh water, they meet. And they both stay right there.
Mm-hmm. They don't mix.
They don't mix, y'all. And there's certain animals that stay on this side that don't come over here and
Right.
vice versa.
Right.
They're going against nature. They coincide when they go with nature. And this is nature, y'all. This ain't society. This ain't man-made. It just is what it is. And once again, you can't be running around here saying you don't need men or you don't need women. Because now you lying to yourself. You fooling yourself.
True.
In some capacity, you're going to need the opposite sex. I don't care what it is. In some point, in some capacity, it's going to be crucial to have the opposite sex in your life.
Yeah.
It just is what it is.
Babies.
Right. It don't matter what it might be.
Might be a justice situation.
Like, and I don't know who said it, but women weren't made to do what men do. They were made to do the things men can't.
True.
And vice versa. You see what I'm saying? It's not about being able to do the same thing. That's pointless.
No.
That's pointless. So we can do
something.
something.
God made one of me and one of you.
And one of you. So now I can do some things and you can do some things. I can do some things you can't do and you can do some things that I can't do. So
right.
now when we come together, now we got these whole new set of skills that we can accomplish things with. But if you run around talking about, I don't need men are trash and blah, 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 now you're trying to build by yourself. Can you do it? Absolutely.
Girl, all men are suspect.
Will it be easy? It's not. It's going to be twice as hard now.
It is going to be twice.
And you have this new thing with women saying, I want the baby, but not the man.
Okay.
So now you are saying you want the stigma of a baby mama.
What was she saying?
You saying this. This is what you're saying. Openly, like,
Well, she's
men are
agreeing
this,
to it.
blah, blah, blah. I don't need men. I want the baby, though, but I don't want the marriage. I don't want this.
Right.
So you want everything that's about to come with this. And really what you're saying is you want to play victim. Because the first time people don't care about your situation, oh, this man. But you chose this situation.
True.
You said you want the baby and not the man. Now you have the baby and not the man. Woe is me, pity party, misery love company. What is it? You just want to have a story? You're playing victim. But you wondering why you wandering around talking about you don't feel safe and secure when you're looking at your counterparts, or you looking at other black women who do feel safe and secure.
True.
So why do they feel safe and secure and you don't? What is it about them?
They got that support system that they lacking.
And why do they have it
don't
and you
need
don't? Right, because they're not running around saying they don't need their men, meaning men of their race. And we talk about another black woman who may have it going on, because a lot of them got it going on right now, and they got men and they still successful, and their kids are growing up, you know what I'm saying, and doing well and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what is it about these black women over here that's different from these black women over here? And they can be the same age group.
I guess it's like the difference between black people and African people. For real though.
I mean, it could be, you know, it could be. It's just weird to me that you got some women.
We share the same skin tone. That's it.
Yeah,
Our
but
mindsets are different.
way different. But at least with that, we can narrow that down and say, well, you know, they came from a certain place and maybe they was here.
Okay.
We was born here, which is why our mindset is a certain way.
Yeah,
like we
doesn't
can
matter.
rationalize and figure that out.
Right.
With some of these women, they can literally be in the same household or in the same block or whatever. And why is it this one, you know what I'm saying, decided to go this route and say men ain't ish, but this one said, no, I want me a man. I want to be married. I want to have a family. And get it. You know what I'm saying? Have all that stuff. It's always easier, y'all, when two people come together.
It is. It is that.
It just is what it is, y'all. Even if things don't work out, right? God forbid, but it don't work out. That's fine. Your heart is in the right place. You know the type of person you are. You know that you still want to be married. You know you still want to have a family, so you move on to the next. That just, you know what I'm saying? That's
But
just
if
how
you
it goes.
alleviate or you deviate from that potential partner or man in your life, you're gonna forever feel less than or empty in some area because you did that. It's different when a man don't want to be in your life, but for the point that you say you don't need him in your life, it's a difference than him just not wanting to be there. So.
Right. Now, and you can say, like you just said, you don't want him there. It's more about that particular person. So it's different than saying all men are trash versus that man is trash.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now you're speaking on a personalized level with the experience that you dealt with an individual. Unless you dated all men. That's why I feel the way I feel when people say school ain't for everybody. You ain't been to every college and university and trade school and whatever on an individual basis to say this. So it's the same principle, same concept.
But I guess the only unsimilarity I can come up with that is if school wasn't for you going through grammar, middle, and high school, it's a chance that going to college won't be for you too.
I agree. But I would say with that,
But then that's why they have trade schools.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I said all colleges and universities and trade schools.
So when a woman says she don't need a man, she says she don't need a broke man. Sure, we even take that.
Right.
But when she said I don't need a man, period, that's a whole category that she just X'ing out the box. For no reason.
And when you say men are trash, as a whole, as a group, you talking about him, you talking about me, you talking about my brother, you talking about his brother, You know what I'm talking about? You said
Cousins,
all men
uncles.
and all 5 of the men, 4 of the men that I just named are good men.
Mm-hmm.
Great men by every standard. We not as successful as we want to be, but we
No.
working on it.
We
But
are
in
working
every
on it.
other category, we straight, we good. So when you say men are trash, we just supposed to just bypass that and be like, oh, she talking about just the men she dealt with, even though she didn't say that. She said all men are trash. Like, okay, cool. And this is why you are feeling insecure in your city, because the men in your city are the first ones to see this. Because that's how your your Facebook or IG or YouTube network is set up with the people in your city. So you don't think people are seeing this? Oh, that's the girl who said. That's the girl who said. And now you get the cold stands, you get the shoulders, you getting the, you know what I'm saying, the
That's what happened with
attitudes.
Sandra Bland.
You get
Not necessarily saying that she didn't need a man, but she was protesting against the police on a constant basis. So when they finally pulled her over, they already had something or felt some kind of way about her. And when she came up dead, it just, hey, oh, well, it's just another black girl. But if she wouldn't have been protesting about the police,
What up, Tim? What's happening with you?
then the police situation probably wouldn't have took a left turn like it did. People do get mistreated by police still, but she was advocating against police on a regular basis.
I knew who she was. So why do y'all think women feel unsafe? Or
Well,
unprotected?
if you're a woman in the room, why do you feel unsafe? If you feel that way,
For the ones who feel like that, right? It's just a good question. It made me think. I watched a lot of the videos, and I understand what they're saying, right? But a lot of them aren't talking about, oh, because there's a lot of violence going on, you know, the crazies in the world. They're not talking about that. A lot of them, like I said, a lot of them, but some of them are talking strictly about black men. Because black men don't, or because black men won't, because black men ain't. And it's like, wait a minute, this is why you feel unsafe? But you know, we don't control y'all feelings.
we don't.
So how do you feel like this? We're not telling you to feel like this.
True.
Remember I said a couple months ago, when you make a better mousetrap, inevitably you build a better mouse.
True.
Weird analogy, but think about it. When you make a better mousetrap, inevitably you build a better mouse. That is what's going on right now with all these women putting all these standards and requirements and all this other stuff. Figuratively speaking, you're building a better man. And when we say better, we're not saying better as in good or bad or better or worse, but the men are just basically adapting to this. A better mouse. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's really what's going on. That is really what's going on. The men are adapting to all these standards and all this other stuff and deciding on how they're going to run their game around this.
This is what they be thinking about.
I mean, y'all don't think men are watching, young men, dating age eligible men are watching y'all content and seeing the game that y'all playing? They just adapting to it like now. So this, like, once again, this may be some of the reasons why y'all feel unsafe. And like I said, a lot of these videos aren't speaking from a violent standpoint.
True.
They just feel like they ain't got nobody to have their back, is what they saying. They don't feel like they got that protection behind them if something violent was to happen.
But if you run it off, like, okay, somebody tell you, hey, a gun kills people if you don't know the safety to it. And you say, okay, you take the gun home, you playing with it. Now, you may not have a bullet in it today. You go home, you play with it tomorrow. You may not have a bullet in it tomorrow. You go home one day playing with that gun, not being precautious to the safety hazards, and you will shoot yourself one day. That's how I feel a portion of black women are doing right now. They're shooting themselves because they're openly or proudly pronouncing that they don't need a man. If you don't need one, you don't need one, but at some point you're going to need something. And if it's not a man, then what should it be?
If you don't need a man, okay, let me ask you this. Y'all say y'all don't need a man, right?
They say.
But do y'all want one?
That's different?
Well, I'm going to take it off need because that's what they do.
Okay.
They don't like the word need.
Okay.
Right? Okay, cool. So I'm gonna ask them, do y'all want one? Do y'all want a man? Since y'all feel like y'all don't like the word need, y'all don't need a man. Okay, cool. Do you want a man? Do you deserve a man? Nah, they may not like that neither. Do you want a man? Do you want one? Simple as that. No other thing. Do you want one? And I want to be like, oh, if he this, if he that, if he this. Do you want one? And like you said, deserving. I mean, you know how we always say about deserving. Nobody is deserving of anything.
Right.
You earn your keep.
That's it.
You earn your keep. For real. And it's funny because one of the guys who was one of the section leaders in college, he's on here, and they used to exercise us real hard. You know what I'm saying? And they would never let us quit though. You know what I'm saying? I remember those days, man, like just doing sit-ups and push-ups and sit-ups and push-ups and sit-ups and push-ups and sit-ups and you know what I'm saying? Just and they used to let us know we just building you up. We building you up. You know what I'm saying? I remember those days. For real. I'm appreciative of them now. At the time, it was kind of hard and rough, but you know, you're appreciative of them now.
Yeah.
So, once again, why are women saying they feel unsafe?
If y'all don't want a man.
Right. If you don't want a man,
why do you feel
don't
unsafe?
need a man, why are you feeling unsafe?
You don't need that. I don't need one.
Oh, yeah. We said we're going to leave that out. Right. So, if you don't want a man, if you don't want one, why do you feel so unsafe? Especially with more and more women carrying firearms anyway. Excuse me. To combat the threat of violence. Because the gun is going to stop any man regardless of his size. It don't matter. So, why are y'all feeling unsafe?
Shooting in the right places.
That's a good point. But why? What is it? Are men running around scaring y'all? Like literally, like for real, intimidating y'all? But y'all say y'all intimidate men by y'all success. So, that, you know, we see those
That's
videos
what we're
too.
gonna speak on.
Okay.
The system has been designed to pay you enough money so that you don't need a man.
Oh, absolutely.
The system has been designed,
Pops, what's happening?
so much so to tell you that you don't even need to want a man.
He can speak about this a lot too.
Because you can do this by yourself. You
Right.
can do it all by yourself.
It pays them. Yep.
And so if they're paying you to be the head of the household, if they're paying you to be in it by yourself, what do you need one of us for? What would you desire one of us for if you are being paid and told that you don't need one because we're not deserving of you?
Right. Right. Oh, the government is their husband. You know what I'm saying? Because the government gonna give them checks for the baby and always gonna come on time. Let them tell. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they married to the government anyway. And we ain't talking about all of them, y'all. So please don't think that. But I mean, they don't. I watched it. It was an old school video, like 1986, and the woman was saying this: like, we don't need a man, we don't want a man. It was. I don't know who it was, but it was. Could have been older than that because it was like grainy footage and almost black and white. But it was the same message that they preaching today. So once again, it's like, you know, are they in that same space, head space?
Yeah, they're digressing.
And that's weird. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause remember we were talking about how most men are taught the same thing. From my pops who's on here, you know what I'm saying? My granddad all the way down to my kids. Right. Men was always taught protect and provide, the same thing. But for women, their message has been broken somewhere.
That's that gap.
That's the gap we were talking about, right? And the proof is in the video that these young ladies are putting up on YouTube, talking about that very thing. I don't know. What y'all think? What's y'all opinion? Why do y'all think women say that they are so unprotected? Ain't that what we said? Unprotected? Yeah. Or feel unsafe. What y'all think about that? Tim, what you thinking? Pops, what you thinking? Jared, what you think? You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know. Comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Uh-oh. You good, bro?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Y'all let me know. Let us know. We're going to continue this. Give y'all a few seconds, but now we're going to keep pushing.
Keep pushing.
All right, we're going to keep pushing. So, We need y'all, we want y'all to tell us what y'all think. What's y'all opinion on this one? What's y'all opinion?
Delta, what you think?
Oh yeah, Delta is on here. That's right. Delta, what you think?
If he's in the room.
Why y'all think that women are saying that they feel unsafe or unprotected? Do they feel like they have pushed the black men as a whole away and there ain't no coming back?
Let me be in.
Should they compromise?
What is it? Devil's advocate.
Okay.
Let me say, let's say women feel that way because men aren't stepping up to the plate.
Okay, but to whose plate? To their plate?
To their standards.
Right, but I think that's the problem. I think that's where when the problems come in because these standards that they're setting are too high. If a man makes 50 a year, right?
Okay.
A woman nowadays would say that flat out, that's not enough. He ain't working hard enough. Even though the man could be busting his ass working at a warehouse. You know what I'm saying? And we know there ain't no easy work.
No.
But the audacity for a woman to say he ain't working hard enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's disgusting, for real. Like, how you gonna say that about that man? But they mean it, though.
Yeah.
And that's why I say, like, step up to their plate. A man is never supposed to get on a woman's page anyway. The woman should get on a man's page.
True.
So, like, what you talking about? For real. Like, that's I don't understand that because if a man is comfortable in his life,
right,
with the way his life is going,
right,
and let's say he at 60 now, but he understands this is pretty much what he capped out at. 60, right? He capped out, he done reached his cap. But he comfortable.
Can you buy a house at 60?
No, let's say he got a house that's paid off already, or he only got like 5 years left till it's paid off, because
Okay.
it is possible. And he got a car. It may not be the best car, but it's a car, right?
Get from A to B.
He get from A to B, and it's decent. Like, he don't mind taking it to a party or to somebody's house. You know what I'm saying? Like a Camry, Nissan, some shit like that. Okay, he got his life set up to where he can go out, he can buy shit. He ain't living paycheck to paycheck.
Right.
But then he'll meet a woman who tell him he ain't doing enough in life. He ain't doing well enough in life. Even though he got a house that's 5 years from being paid off. A car that might be paid off already. He not living paycheck to paycheck. But because he's only making 60, she might look at him like he ain't ish, but he doing more with his 60 than most people doing with 200.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he financially literate. You know what I'm saying? So he know how to make that 200 look like it's 120.
True.
But if a woman be like, oh, you only make 60, you ain't making nothing. I'm flipping this 60 like gymnastics. You know what I'm saying? And what you mean? I'm doing more with my 60, right, than somebody making twice or 3 times that. See, but people don't understand that because it's not how much you make, it's what you doing with what you make.
What you make, yeah.
Because I know somebody making 150, and they'll tell you that they broke, and they look like they broke. For real. And they live like they broke, and they not broke because they making this kind of money, but they overspent on this, they overspent on that, and they overspent on that. And those 3 items got them struggling.
They say we, as a people, tend to do things to make it seem like we had got money or they were rich.
That's true.
Whereas other cultures don't really do shit to seem like they're rich. They just be rich.
You know, one thing I noticed, bro, every time, and this might just be in my head, every time I see a Indian person, I always look at their shirt. Always look at their shirt, and I got that out of one of them books, one of them, like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Money management, wealth, whatever. And they just use them as an example. But they say, always look at their shirt. It's always a button down, and it's always a no-name brand.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I promise you, for about probably the past 10, 15 years since I read that in that book, I can't remember the book, I've been noticing that. They don't care nothing about no name brand, nothing, no fashion,
Name
nothing.
brand, nothing.
Nothing. They ain't with none of that. They get to the money.
Really?
They ain't dropping, they ain't dropping 500 on the belt. That's just not who they are.
No.
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 And they'll live right across the street from us. Go to school with us. Hang out with us.
And teach their children something.
And teach their kids something
different.
Yep. Absolutely. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, like, for real. If you trying to make, like, ladies, you got to understand that you can't force certain standards on somebody if you ain't living up to that exact same standard.
True.
Because they going to say, well, you ain't doing that. You ain't living up to that. Why would I go out and buy you a $500 belt when you yourself can't buy yourself a $500 belt?
True.
Or purse.
But why would you want to spend that kind of money on an inanimate object? that's not going to benefit you in a year from now.
And okay, and I'm gonna tell you what they would say because I've actually asked that question, and they said, "Well, guys spend money on rims." I said, "Okay, cool."
But rims can make you money 9 years from now.
I agree. If you can resell them, you're gonna get what you paid, but that purse ain't no resale on that purse. Not 9 years, not for real. Maybe
Well,
if
they
it's
say Poshmark, you can sell stuff, but I doubt.
maybe a Dooney,
I
one of them
doubt-
exclusives, or
I doubt it be like whatever
no,
you paid
they don't wear
for.
them. Maybe a
Prada,
Prada. What's
Fendi,
the other one I'm thinking of though?
Birkin.
Like you got Marc Jacobs.
Oh,
and then
Marc
you got,
Jacobs.
not Coach, but Coach Fendi.
Michael
Prada.
Kors.
Michael Kors. That's what I was thinking of. Michael
Okay.
Kors. Because I know I paid a grip when I got my wife one. Oh, I paid a grip. And
Michael Kors.
uh-huh.
Hmm.
Authentic. Authentic. Y'all know.
Do she use it?
Every now and again. Every now and
So that's
again.
one of the purses that you just let sit up and,
Yeah.
and appreciate and collect appreciation.
Yep.
They're like
Yeah.
a comic book. You don't open them.
Leave them in the plastic.
That's it.
Yep. My nephew the other day, this is funny. My nephew wouldn't wear his J's they went to the roast game.
Okay.
He wouldn't wear his J's because he said he didn't want to crease them. And I just thought that was the funniest thing ever because he, a young kid, he didn't want to crease them. So, so I was telling his pops, I was like, man, ain't nothing wrong with that. Young man just want to stay fresh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think he wore like his flip flops or something like that.
That's
You know
what I
what
was
I'm saying?
going to ask. You wear flip flops.
Yeah, he just wore flip flops. But I was like, hey, I ain't mad at him. I said, I wouldn't have worn my J's. Well, no, I probably would have worn my J's. I ain't gonna lie. But I wouldn't put no crease in them though. And we got all off topic real quick right there though. Nah, but y'all understand what we're saying though, y'all. We were just throwing a little light humor in there. But yeah, women feel insecure for a lot of reasons, I guess. And I guess it's gonna come down to the individual person. I don't think that they should try to blame it on men because I think it's more of how they are feeling personally. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's a man who made them feel like that, then I think they should speak more to that man, and that's to men as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not fair. That is not fair. It is plenty men in this country that if they seen something happen to a woman, whether they know them or not, they're gonna come and help.
True.
I'm one of them. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't go on there and play no Superman. I just try to get the man off of you. I'm not saying I'm gonna come and beat the man up and do all. No, I'm just trying to get the man from stop hitting you. But there's a lot of other men who would do that as well, and not trying to holler at you, get your number or nothing. Right, that's what I'm saying. It's but it's enough to where I don't think they should be saying men are trash. You know what I'm saying? So it's enough men who will help them to where you can't say men are trash. You can't say that. You know that ain't fair to all men. Just like men can't call women the B word.
No, you can't do that.
You know what I'm saying? And even though I have no problem in saying the B word, I chose to say it like that right there. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to understand that words mean something, y'all. Seriously, like words mean something, especially when you say men are trash. If men got on the internet and start saying women are trash, women ain't ish, they ain't this, they ain't that. One, cancel culture off the rip. You gone, you out of there. You know what I'm talking about? You might make it to 2 videos, maybe, and you out of there. You are out of there. You know what I'm saying? And then if you don't, you're gonna start having not only women, but you're gonna have real men, the bros stepping up on you like, bro, what you doing?
True.
Because men, we don't have a problem checking other men.
Checking on me, yeah.
Especially if it's your homie.
Accountability.
You know what I'm saying? Me and this talk all the time, y'all. All the time. And I could be wrong on something, or he could be wrong on something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how men do. And I think, like, with women they don't be willing to do that with each other. They don't want to face, you know what I'm saying? Like, women can't even check women. Because they get too catty. You know what I'm saying? They start calling each other, you know what I'm saying, names and all that. And, yeah, and tuning each other out, and they just want to be the loudest.
Yeah, waiting for a response.
Excuse me. That's it, y'all.
No listening, just waiting for a response.
Just waiting for a response so they can jump in there or talk louder than the other one. Now,
What you think? That's a good
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a good discussion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We definitely pick this back up we'll definitely pick this back up on another day. You know, y'all definitely be sure to tune in tomorrow, 6 o'clock. What we talking about? That one is I don't remember. It's a great topic though.
The significance.
Significant. Pain was today.
Yeah.
We dropped Pain today. That's right. Y'all be sure to.
No, yesterday. We got pain yesterday.
Oh yeah, man. I'm getting up a day's mixed.
Yeah,
Today's Thursday, so
yeah.
yesterday was pain, emotional or physical, and then tomorrow is
Insignificant.
insignificance. Name something insignificant about yourself that you would like to change. Something insignificant, y'all. Something small. Something small about
Minute.
yourself. Right. Minute. I like
Something
that.
that ain't gonna make a difference one way or the other, but it just makes you feel better.
Right. It just make you feel better. That's it. So that's tomorrow, 6 o'clock. Y'all be sure to tune in.
Alright? With that being said, I'm your host, Dysfunctional Word.
I'm your boy Sid, aka Mr. Let's Talk. We out of time. Till the next time.
Screaming, let's talk. Peace.